Welcome to The Explainer. Man, I am absolutely thrilled to guide you through today's topic. Because, let's be real, we all want to be just a little bit sharper, right? Focus a bit better, remember things more clearly. Well, today we are looking at how the right fuel can completely revolutionize how our brains operate. We're breaking down a really fascinating source titled 5 Foods That Boost Your Memory, backed by science. But hey, we aren't just doing some dry science lesson today. Nope, we are going to turn this research into a super practical guide for building a weekly family meal plan. One that, believe it or not, your kids will actually eat, setting the whole family up for long-term brain health. Let's dive in.
20%. Now, that might not sound like a massive number right off the bat, but think about it like this. Your brain literally consumes roughly 20% of your body's entire energy supply. It is quite literally a high-performance engine running nonstop inside your head. And just like any high-end engine, the exact quality of the fuel you put into it directly dictates how well it runs. What you put on your plate absolutely impacts how well you think, how well you focus, and how well you remember.
Which brings us to this really fascinating question framing our whole explainer today. What if improving your memory really was as simple as changing what you eat? It sounds almost too easy, doesn't it? But the science backing this up is incredibly compelling. We're going to walk through 5 powerful foods that actually physically support your brain.
Section 1. Building cells with omega-3s.
All right, our very first stop in our cognitive toolkit is a category of nutrients I like to call the builders. We are talking about fatty fish here, like salmon, sardines, and mackerel. Now, why are these specific fish leading the pack? Well, it's because they are incredibly rich in essential omega-3 fatty acids. And if you're planning a family dinner, this doesn't have to be boring. Think salmon burgers or maybe some fish tacos. Those are super fun, really kid-friendly ways to sneak these rich nutrients right onto the weekly menu.
So what are these omega-3s actually doing? Basically, they are the physical building blocks of your brain structure. They literally help build new brain cells. But on top of that, they act like the brain's internal communication network, helping cells talk to each other lightning fast. Providing this premium fuel to kids while they grow and keeping it up as adults is an absolute cornerstone for long-term cognitive health. When your brain cells can communicate seamlessly, your memory and focus naturally level up.
Section 2. Protecting against oxidative stress. Okay, so if omega-3s are the builders, our next group acts as your brain's biological defense system, and they are fighting off a villain known as oxidative stress. So oxidative stress is basically a process that damages your brain cells over time. Think of it like biological wear and tear, or rust on a car. To combat this everyday damage and protect the whole family's cognitive function, we need protectors.
Enter our very first major protector. Blueberries. These little guys are absolutely packed with antioxidants, which are pretty much the direct counterattack to that oxidative stress we just talked about. By eating blueberries, you are sending in these microscopic bodyguards that help protect the brain and literally delay aging. And the best part? They are incredibly kid-friendly. Tossing a handful into morning oatmeal or blending them into a breakfast smoothie is just such an easy, delicious daily win for the whole family's brain health.
Expanding on that protective category, we've got nuts and seeds. Almonds, walnuts, sunflower seeds, they provide a crucial dose of vitamin E. And just like the antioxidants in those blueberries, vitamin E is absolutely essential because it acts as a shield, protecting your brain cells from damage. They are totally perfect for weekly meal prep too. Just sprinkle some over a family-style salad or toss them into a homemade trail mix for school lunches to safely protect those brain cells over time.
I do want to single out one specific item from that list though, and that's walnuts. Walnuts are pretty much the ultimate brain nut. Actually, they even kind of look like little brains. But seriously, they are heavily associated in the research with much better cognitive function over time, making them a fantastic, really powerful way to keep those brain cells shielded.
Section 3. Boosting blood flow and focus. Okay, now for what is definitely going to be the absolute easiest sell on your family meal plan. Dark chocolate can actually be good for your brain. No joke. This isn't just some sweet weekend treat. It is a complex delivery system literally packed with flavonoids, a bit of caffeine, and tons of antioxidants. What these compounds do is they improve blood flow straight to the brain. And more blood flow means more oxygen and nutrients, which directly enhances your memory and focus. Now, obviously, moderation is key here. You really don't need a massive amount to get these benefits, which honestly just means us parents get to hide the really good dark chocolate from the kids and save it for ourselves. Rounding out our focus-boosting foods, we have leafy green vegetables. We're talking spinach, kale, broccoli. These are loaded with vitamin K, folate, and antioxidants, making them vital for your long-term cognitive health. Now look, I completely get it. Green veggies can be a famously tough sell at the family dinner table. But here's a trick. Try blending a handful of mild baby spinach into your pasta sauces or those fruit smoothies we mentioned earlier. The kids literally won't even taste it, but I promise you, their brains will absolutely thank you.
Section 4. The hidden variable, hydration.
Here's the thing. Even mild dehydration can seriously mess with your memory and your focus. You could map out the most perfect weekly meal plan ever, packed with fatty fish, nuts, and blueberries, but if that high-performance brain engine doesn't have enough water, it simply is not going to run right. Drinking enough water throughout the day is quite literally one of the absolute simplest, most effective ways to support your brain.
Section 5. Consistency over quick fixes. So let's pull all of this together into a really practical weekly meal plan. You've got fatty fish delivering those omega-3s for dinner, blueberries providing antioxidants with breakfast, maybe nuts bringing that vitamin E for school snacks, some dark chocolate offering flavonoids for a little dessert, and of course, leafy greens supplying vitamin K woven right into your meals. You see how that works? It is a complete, fully well-rounded toolkit for your brain's long-term function.
And you know, the source material gives us a super grounded truth that we all really need to remember. Quote, "No single food will instantly boost your memory overnight." We aren't looking for trendy fads or magic pills here. That's just not how biology works. We are looking for a realistic, enduring strategy. And that strategy? It's consistency. Making these foods everyday staples in your family's weekly dinners and daily snacks is what makes the real difference. Small, consistent dietary changes applied day after day after day, that's what leads to sharper thinking today, and it's exactly what protects your long-term cognitive health for decades down the line.
So, I want to leave you with this little challenge. Which of these exact foods are you going to add to your family's grocery list this week? Seriously, take stock of your current brain-fueling strategy. Your brain is begging for the right fuel, and these 5 foods are the absolute perfect place to start. If you enjoyed this clear, structured look at the science of memory, be sure to subscribe for more science-based explainers just like this one. Keep fueling that beautiful mind of yours, and I will see you in the next explainer.